A mostly sunny good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Oh, it's a beauty out there once again. I really do like repeating myself, especially when the weather is this night. 62 degrees at the airport, 62 at Radio Center, 62 downtown Bay City, Midland. They're upping us a little bit. They're currently at 63. We do have a relatively calm breeze. If there is any, it's out of the southwest at about 5 miles per hour, and the barometer continues to rise, 30.26. It is just an absolutely gorgeous day out there. If you got any work to do, today's the day to do it. If you got more work to do, hey, you can do it tomorrow. And for that matter, as far as I'm concerned, Saturday looks like a pretty decent day as well. It's more than likely going to be cloudy later on Saturday afternoon, and a system is going to try to work its way toward us. I do think it's going to make it, but as I mentioned before, I just got that funny feeling. There is going to be precipitation involved with it, but it's going to be a little more widely scattered, and whatever we do get isn't really going to be all that heavy. The moisture pattern associated with this thing is just not really going to materialize the way you would expect things to happen this time of the year. So as a result, late Saturday night, early Sunday morning, some widely scattered shower activity is going to be around. I don't think it's going to be anything like what we have seen when we've picked up some rain over the past few days. So it shouldn't really delay us too much. We have been able to squeeze a little bit of moisture out of this ground out here. The humidity is still a little high. We did have foggy conditions earlier, 69%, but by later on this afternoon, we'll be right around 48, 49%. So there will be some dry down. We're also going to see a little bit of a change in the wind direction. As I said, right now out of the southwest, eventually it is going to become a little bit more northeasterly, and then we'll have an east breeze tonight. But in almost all cases, we're not looking for much of anything at all in the way of wind speeds, variable under 5 miles per hour. Just going to be a very pleasant day around these parts. Low pressure system, it appears as though over the Red River Valley, moving up into Canada, another one behind it. That one behind it is the one that's eventually going to wind up over the for the most part, the Upper Peninsula, and it is going to be dragging that cold front through. The front itself will be coming from the northwest, moving to the southeast, so the precipitation pattern will be relatively light as it moves through, but a little bit later on late Saturday night, we will see a little bit more in the way of moisture along the southern part of that front. So a little bit better coverage, possibly a little bit more moisture in southern Michigan along and south of the 69 corridor. But for us in the central part of the state, we're really not anticipating much. How much are we going to get? You get a lot better read on that as we go through the day tomorrow. But again, the upper air is very dry, even though the humidity levels have been up there. But upper air, that's where it all really counts. The moisture pattern up there is very dry, and there will be a lot of moisture evaporating before it hits the ground as we move into Sunday morning. Monday, kind of a variable day right now, more in the way of clouds than anything. And all the way through this period, our temperatures are going to be at, if not above average for this time of the year. So or I should say below average. Temperatures above, precipitation pattern below. So very nice weather. Unusual weather for this time of the year, very seasonal. As far as the colors are concerned, they are behind this year. Probably a lot of different theories as to why, but plain and simple, you're not missing any color tours as of right now. Now, all that activity is going to begin to pick up a little bit. And usually around these parts, you get about the 10th, 12th, 13th of October. That's when you really begin to see the colors kick in the central part of the state. Northern Michigan, a few days before that. But as of right now, there's not too much going on. 72, Our projected high 50 for a low tonight. Sun will set this evening at 7:19, rise tomorrow morning at 7:34. Sunshine tomorrow, a little bit of a south breeze, and that is going to rev our temperatures up. 76 for a high tomorrow. If you remember yesterday, we were talking about Minnesota, 84 degrees, 85 degrees. They hit it. Where the Tigers were playing baseball, it was quite warm there, really, for this time of the unseasonably pleasant to go to a ball game. Usually Minneapolis this time of the year, no, it's not really all that great. Saturday, once again, 76 degrees, partly cloudy, but then clouds will be moving in late. Tomorrow night, we'll drop down to about 56. Saturday night, 64 degrees. So we're talking summer-like nighttime low on Saturday night. And that is the reason why there is going to be some precipitation in the forecast. Now, moving into Sunday, we're going to be looking at mostly cloudy skies. 70 degrees is our projected high temperature for the day. So looks like it's going to be a pretty interesting day all the way around on Sunday. Clouds, not much of a chance of any sunshine. I do think whatever precipitation pattern there is on Sunday is going to be pretty scattered. And again, as I said, southern Michigan. Still a chance around on Sunday night. Monday, mostly cloudy. If there is going to be any precipitation, it'll be early in the day. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of next week, right now, the precipitation pattern is below. The temperature pattern is above. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Does appear as though there's a little bit of harvest going on. We'll touch base with Rick Hollister over at the Andersons and find out what's going on in a minute. And a little, maybe a little preview of that government report coming out here in a few minutes. Rick comes along in a moment, but before we talk to him, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
They say there's a secret to growing a great crop. At Nutrien Ag Solutions, they beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan XE drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every prill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency, where they want you to be prepared. Be prepared. Risk management. That's what it's all about. Today, incidentally, is the final day to sign up for the wheat program. So if you haven't done it, you've still got a couple, 3 hours or so to get that done. But when it comes to managing risk, it's taking advantage of the good things and the bad and protecting yourself against the bad things. The folks at the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency can help you with that. They're licensed to serve all of Michigan with both conventional and organic crop insurance. Now, the agents, they can be reached by cell for questions or emergencies, or you can just call the office in downtown Reese. That's 989-868-4722. The Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency. We say good morning to Rick Hollister over at the Andersons. Rick, good morning.
Good morning, Terry. How are you?
Hey, we're doing pretty good. With weather like this, you can't be bad, can you?
No, September 30th. It's pretty nice weather here in Michigan for September 30th. That is for sure.
Very impressive. Now, as far as the markets are concerned, I know there's some harvest pressure going on. I know there's a government report coming up. How are we holding right now?
Yeah, just a very few minutes before we get our quarterly grain stocks report and small grain production update. But right at the moment, corn is up 6 or 7 cents at the Chicago Board of Trade. Soybeans are up 3 or 4. Wheat up 11. So we're kind of taking it into the report here on a little bit of a bubble. We haven't been much higher than this in corn or wheat in recent weeks, so we're kind of going in here on the upswing. The outside markets are helping again today. The energy markets are up just a little bit. Crude oil on the plus side, gasoline on the plus side also. So that's helping us too, Terry. But we're just waiting for the numbers from our friends at the USDA. A couple of numbers to watch. We're expecting our corn ending stocks for this old crop year that ended back September 1st. We're expecting just over a billion. 1.155 is the average trade guess for corn stocks as of September 1st. Soybeans at around 175 million. So those are our two numbers to watch and see where the USDA comes out. Compare that back to a year ago. We had 525 million beans left and 1.9 billion corn on hand that we had no demand for a year ago. So no matter what, we're with the demand we've seen the last year or so, we've got a lot fewer stocks around us than we had a year ago. But just over a billion on corn and 175 million beans is the stocks numbers to watch. So at the moment, with the upswing in prices, old crop corn at Hemlock is right at $5 even. That's actually old crop or new here, September, October, or November delivery. Corn for next fall, also on the upswing, up for today at $4.75 at the moment for fall of 22. Soybeans for September, October, November on the last day of September, we're at $12.38. New crop 22 soybeans next year at $11.99, rounded a penny to be $12 even. Red wheat old crop at $6.59, new crop for July or August at $6.71, white wheat at $6.59 also, and the new crop white wheat at Hemlock at $6.76.
Now, I've been told that this report can light up a few fireworks.
It has 6 out of the last 8 years we've traded higher, but think about where prices were a year ago, Terry. We were still in the sub $3, way down in the basement of the $3 range. So it did light us up last year, and a lot of times, we're kind of making our seasonal lows, and maybe we are this year, but we're kind of going in on a bubble, and it seems like the market's anticipating a little higher trade after this report, just because we do average law of averages. We do get a little higher trade after this September stocks report, but we do have that harvest pressure right in front of us. And with this good weather in Michigan and Indiana and Illinois and Ohio, we are going to see some big harvest pressure here. If there's harvest pressure, we're going to see it right in front of us, I think. So harvest progress, boy, when I'm driving Wednesday night, there was coming home Wednesday night, there was just combines in the soybeans and dust flying everywhere. So I think we're going to get at her.
I agree. You take care, Rick. We'll talk to you again.
All right. Have a good one.
I will. Rick Hollister over at the Andersons. To Doug Klein from Oppenheimer now. The market report brought to you by the folks at Hudson, formerly Bader & Sons Company, and D&G Equipment, selling and servicing John Deere and Steel equipment. It's harvest season here in Michigan, so please respect and look out for farm equipment on the roads as they travel from field to field. Happy harvest from all the folks at Hudson. And by Foster Blue Water Oil, they want you to take your diesel to another level. You will get more power, cleaner injectors, maximum lubricity, year-round protection, and up to 8% improved fuel economy when you use Diesel Guard Supreme Plus from Valve Tech Petroleum, available now from Foster Blue Water Oil. Want more information? Go to fosterbluewateroil.com. Doug Klein, good morning.
Good morning.
What are we looking at now?
Well, we got the guy from the Fed, Powell, talking about the debt default of the U.S. government. So that's kind of got the stock market a little bit shook up. The hard assets are going up a little bit, 1.5%. The precious metals up to almost 3%. So that's kind of a bounce back from yesterday. Here's your numbers. December corn, 546.5, up 7.5 cents. March corn is 554.25, up 7.25. The November soybeans 1288 and a quarter, up 4.5. March soybeans 1303 and a quarter, up 4 3/4. The December wheat 721 3/4, up 11.5, and the March wheat is 733 and a quarter, up 11 cents. Crude oil not quite to 75 yet, 74.78, up 28 cents. Heating oil 234.18, up 3 3/4 cents. Gasoline 225, that's up 2.2 cents. Natural gas 564, up 16.5 cents. U.S. dollar gets you $1.2669 at the Canadian border. That's down 85 ticks. The yen is at 111.51, down 45 ticks. The euro is at 115.79, down 16 ticks. The dollar's at 94.25. That's down 9 ticks. Gold at 1760.30, up 38.80. Silver's at 22.10, up 62 cents. Platinum's at 961.40. That's up 17.10.
All right. You have a good one.
Thanks. You too.
Doug, thank you. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Steve Cook from Cook Chevrolet Buick and Vassar. By now, you know that the car and truck market is just as hot as the housing market. Did you know that in much of Michigan and most of the U.S., people are paying sticker price and even thousands more than sticker? Well, thanks to the GM Family Purchase Program, most people in mid-Michigan get to buy low and sell high. That's right, your trade-in might even be worth more than you paid for. With your GM purchase price at Cook Chevrolet Buick, you'll get crazy money for your trade-in or lease turn-in, but you'll pay thousands less in sticker for your new Chevrolet. Check out just 2 of our offers. Blazers leasing right now for as low as $275. Silverados from just $321. Will you ever get a chance to buy low and sell high again? Get out right now to the Cook GM Superstore, M15 Top of the Hill in Vassar.
Payments based on 36-month GM employee and family lease, 10,000 miles per year, and includes all rebates. $576 on Blazer, $805 on Silverado due at signing. Visit us online at cookchevybuick.com. Chevy, find new roads.
Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Quality Roasting of Reese, offering competitive, consistent prices for your soybeans. Give them a call today for a quote. With me, Jerry Samalski, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville, with the plant of the week. We got nice weather to put it in. What is it, Jerry?
We sure do, Terry. This week is Seven Sunflower. It's a small tree or large shrub. Most people would use it as a tree. It started blooming in September, early September, but the reason we're talking about it today is because those spent blooms will get a beautiful red. And so it's almost the after flower. It's better than the flower itself. But it'll bloom white for about 2 to 3 weeks, and then that beautiful red. The other nice thing is that it says exfoliating bark, so it's flaky bark. And so that if people are into the pollinators, it blooms at a time when not much else is flowering. So the hummingbirds and butterflies and bees all love it. It's just a beautiful plant, Terry. I happen to have 12 of them in my yard. So they're amazing plants. I love them. They grow 15 to 20 feet tall, maybe 10 to 15 feet wide. Great plants.
Wow. Those are statement plants.
You know, they really are, Terry. And again, they do something when nothing else does. And that exfoliating bark, particularly all winter long, if you get a rain or damp, it almost seems like they get plugged in and those colors just pop. The modeling of the bark from tan to brown. Love the plant. Not a lot of insects or diseases to bother it. So it's tolerant to a lot of different soils and conditions, so it's a great plant. Seven Sunflower, or if those are paying attention, Heptacodium minicoides.
Bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Jerry, I'm amazed, but stick with the English, okay?
Well, you know, it's important to know those names sometimes, Terry, because it tells you a lot about the plant. But
yeah, it does.
Heptacodium, Seven Sunflower, it's a great plant, and we should be using more of them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Those really sound nice. Jerry, take care. You have a good day, okay?
All right, Terry.
You bet. Jerry Samalski, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Over to Craig Voorhees we go with the Rummel Agency. Craig, a lot of folks have been asking again and again and again why we have you on a regular basis. And in some cases, they wish you were on more because you do have a lot of tips for each and every one of us. But first and foremost, as far as you're concerned, the Rummel Agency has serviced agriculture for years and years, and that's a big part of the business model that the Rummel Agency has, isn't it?
It sure is, Terry. We pride ourselves on having a dedicated farm department, and I believe we're probably the only, or if not the only one, very close to the only independent agency in Michigan that does that. In fact, we're going to take advantage of this great weather the next couple of days and send members of our team out to a local farm and get them some experience with combines and grain carts and semis and all kinds of fun stuff that we enjoy this time of year.
And of course, a lot of folks, all they've got to do is go to the website and punch up the agriculture, the farm page, and they get a pretty good idea of all the different services you have.
Yes, Terry, they certainly can do that at rummelinsurance.com. I don't know if they still have access to the Facebook Live event we did last fall, but if they can find that, they can actually see the team members and put some names with some faces.
That's a good suggestion. And that was fun doing that. We'll have to do something like that again.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. We'd love to do that.
All right. Craig, you take care. Have a great day and a good weekend. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks, Terry. You too.
You bet. Craig Voorhees with the Rummel Agency. We'll check in with Steve Anderson over at Baird in a moment.
Northeastern Paint, Home Decoration Center. We're more than a custom paint store. We have everything you need. From carpet to lighting, it's all here. With quality and satisfaction guaranteed. Northeastern Paint, Home Decoration Center.
Since 1959, count 'em, that's 62 years, Northeastern Paint Supply has been serving the Tri-Cities. We have the most knowledgeable staff in the area, offering you the highest quality products in the industry. Benjamin Moore Paints, Hunter Douglas Blinds, Quazell and Kitchener Lighting, Flooring from Flooring America, fireplace doors, gas logs, and custom-made rugs. It's all here under one roof. Northeastern Paint Supply, Saginaw and Bay City.
Northeastern Paint, Home Decoration Center.
The folks at Steiner Tractor Parts want you to know that they do really understand how your life and your job would both stop if your tractor stopped running. And for some of you that have one of those older tractors, you really, I know, want to show it off. And I've seen a number of events over the summer where some of these tractors really look sharp. And Steiner has been a part of making them look sharp and making them run just like new. New parts for old tractors, that's what it's all about. 800-234-3280 or go to their website, steinertractor.com. Steve Anderson joining me right now. Steve, what's going on in New York?
Well, right now we got a bit of down going on for us. Dow Jones Industrial Average right now is down 307 points, putting it at 34,067 on volume of 324 million shares. The Nasdaq's down 9, putting it at 14,503 volume there, 492 million shares. Locally, Caterpillar down 368 at 194.20. Deere 343.01 down 768. CMS 59.76 down 9. Dow 58.34 down 48. DuPont 68.79 down 36. Corteva 42.72 down 15. GM 42.55 down 38. Trinzio 54.58 down 50. Walmart 139.92 down 52. Home Depot 330.56 down 637. Huntington Bank 15.55 down 13, and AT&T is down by 20 cents at 27.19.
Huh. Well, what do you?
That summed it up pretty well.
Yeah, I guess a little bit more red than I'd care to see. Steve,
Yeah.
you take care.
Yeah,
Have a great day, okay?
I hope you do the same. Bye-bye.
I will. Bye-bye. Steve Anderson over at Baird and Company. We'll be right back. Are you upset with your current planter performance? Are you considering buying a new planter but blown away from sticker shock? With Precision Planting's VSET, V-Drive, and Delta Force, we can retrofit your old planter to outperform any new planter on the market. Then access all your data from planting to harvest easily with Field View. Call PC Ag Solutions today and get your parts ordered, installed, and ready to go for the upcoming growing season. 989-868-4444. PC Ag Solutions. We did have some dry weather a little bit earlier in the spring and the early summer, but all in all, this has not been a dry year. We've had plenty of moisture. The other thing is along with that plenty of moisture, quite frankly, we've had a lot more sun. It's been a hazy sun, but over the summer because of the smoke, the fires out west. But all in all, we've had a little bit more in the way of sunshine, a little bit more in the way of moisture. And as a result, the trees and a lot of things that turn colors in the fall have not really been stressed all that much. As a result, those are a couple of reasons why we're going to see some really nice color. It's just going to be a little bit later this year. So kind of keep that in mind as you plan on traveling north. This weekend, you're not really going to see a lot from what I understand. Next weekend, though, things will begin to materialize a little bit better. And then the following weekend, for the most part, I really think we're going to see some beautiful colors here in the state. So kind of keep that in mind as you put your calendar together for the month of October. We'll be back at 12:30 with an update. But first of all, we want to conclude our program today with the playing of our national anthem.
From the Stone Specialist Studios, this is WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland.